We also found that there are reasonable grounds to believe that conflict-related sexual violence, including rape and gang rape, occurred during the 7th of October attacks in at least 3 locations, namely the Nuba Music Festival site and its surroundings, Road 232, and Kibbutz Re'im. And in most of these incidents, victims were first subjected to rape and then killed, and at least 2 incidents relate to the rape of women's corpses. With regard to the hostages taken to Gaza, we found clear and convincing information that sexual violence, including rape, sexualized torture, cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment, has been committed against captives. And we also have reasonable grounds to believe that such violence may still be ongoing against those still held in captivity. I pause and must add that I am of the strong opinion that this finding does not in any way legitimize further violence, but actually reinforces the need for an urgent ceasefire. Coming to my visit to the occupied West Bank, with regard to that visit, whose purpose was different, considering that we have UN-verified information on conflict-related sexual violence, which will be, as I mentioned, included in the annual report of the Secretary General. We nevertheless received, whilst there, from several interlocutors, information about cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment of Palestinians, men and women in detention, also under the administrative detention, including sexual violence in the forms of invasive body searches, threats of rape, and prolonged forced nudity. In the report, I have made a number of recommendations, including encouraging the government of Israel to grant access to the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights and the Independent International Commission of Inquiry to conduct a fully fledged independent investigations, calling on Hamas to immediately and unconditionally release all individuals held in captivity and to ensure their protection, including from sexual violence, encouraging the government of Israel to consider signing a framework of cooperation with my office to strengthen capacity on justice and accountability for conflict-related sexual violence, but also security sector engagement, training, and oversight to prevent and address conflict-related sexual violence. I must stress that my mission was neither intended nor mandated to be investigative in nature. This is a mandate vested in other UN bodies. Prior to the mission, the scope and parameters of the visit were agreed in advance with the Israeli authorities, the objective being to gather, analyze, and verify reports of conflict-related sexual violence related to the Hamas-led terror attacks of 7th of October and in their aftermath, in order to inform reporting in the exercise of my mandate, including to the UN Security Council.